Shop the Sherwin-Williams Super Sale and get 40% off paints and stains August 8th through the 14th. With prices starting at $29.39, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
All right, so let's talk about the angle of them. I'm about to give you a scenario, a situation, nothing that I'm making up, from a real experience, and then I'm gonna give you my thoughts behind it. So, and the reason why I'm thinking about it now because I just recently had this conversation with someone, and this has happened before with these guys, right? So, for instance, it just out of nowhere, just random, the guy was just like, yeah, I know you don't like men, or you hate men, or you think this, blah, blah, blah. So he started off like that. So to me, when you start off like that, it's probably a setup, right? It's like maybe you record a conversation and you're trying to make it seem like you caught the tail end of a conversation. So you started off like that. Because in my mind, I'm like, you don't know me. So, and I haven't said anything, and it ain't like I'm going around like spewing my opinions. So, to me, if you're a guy, you start off your conversation, you direct those words towards me, and you don't know me, I'm going to automatically think you're sexist because you could only be coming at me that way because of the job that I have, which is the same job that you have. So either you are sexist or you're trying to make it seem like record a conversation and make it seem like you caught the tail end of it, or you are trying to figure out if I'm the type that's going to talk or not because you're the one who likes to violate women when it's just your word against theirs, and then try to make it seem like she hate men, and you know, those women who hate men, they just make up lies and try to go out there and, you know, set guys up, right? So, and that's pretty much the basis of the conversation that I had with someone, and it really just put two and two together for me. He started off like I'm just sitting there and we're riding, and he started off with like, yeah, I know you don't like men, and you think all black men is this, and I'm sitting here in my head like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Like, what the hell is he talking about? So then I was like, when did you hear me say any of those things? Like, because at the end of the day, you're sitting here asking me questions, and I'm giving you my opinion on certain topics. I didn't initiate or start any conversations with you. So you're asking me questions. I'm giving you my opinion on certain things. But even with that, when did you hear me say that I didn't like men, or I have a problem with black men, or this, and that? You never heard me say any of those things. I already know, like, I don't have to be there to already know. I already know this dude went into a room with a whole bunch of guys and said something along the lines of, she don't like men, she don't like black men, or some stuff like that. Gossiping, male gossiping. I already know that happened. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, people choose to let this be their messenger. Those people like that, then so be it. Like, I don't care. Like, I can't work to make my money and go home. Like, you want to have some animosity against me based off of the words of someone else and not off of our interaction. I mean, ask yourself, do I even really want to be bothered with you anyway? Because you're the backstabbing type, because you don't know how to think for yourself. That's how I look at it. So I'm not going to lose no sleep over it either way. But like, ladies and even men, but I'm mainly directing this at ladies because I am a lady. The angle of a lot of guys, pay attention to it. They're just out of the blue start a conversation because they're trying to get you triggered. They're trying to trigger you to react to something that they're saying. So it'll be on some trying to make it seem like you're a feminist using it in a negative way because to them it's something wrong about being a woman who wants rights for women, rights and wants equality for women, because they'll come up, they're offended by that. Which, why are you offended by that? But okay, so don't engage in that conversation. Just let them say what they're gonna say. For one, you at work. If especially all my situations, these bad encounters that I've had with guys, they've always happened within the workplace. So you're at work, and for him to do that and have that conversation, just you know how in the health field or a lot of jobs you got to take those OSHA classes, and they say treat everyone as if they're infectious. Treat everybody who has those conversations or say things they might those narcissistic tendencies to try to get you to react to something that they're saying or doing. Treat them as infectious. Treat them as if they were someone who was sitting there trying to set you up, trying to get you to react, because it's at the end of the day, there's no need for that conversation. And even if you were hating men, which you wasn't born doing, clearly something had happened to you for you to feel that way. Why do he care? Because he's probably married or has someone. And if you hate men, why is he arguing with you about you hating men? That's going to change you from hating men. So it's none of his business at the end of the day. If you do, but to him, he'll justify like pretty much what I said to one guy. I was like, even if a woman hate men or have problem with men, that does not mean that what she said somebody done to her did not happen just because she do not like men, and then I'm gonna use you as an example. Let's say this particular person is a black or African American or a minority, and they have a problem with anybody that's not of their same race because of whatever discrimination issues that they've had. So are we not supposed to believe you if you sit here and say somebody discriminated against you and was racist against you and mistreated you because we already know that you don't like the other people of the other race? So that means anything that you report on them doing against you, that mean it didn't happen because you don't like that particular group of individuals? No. So if that's the case for you, why you keep trying to make it an issue? These women, they don't like men. It don't matter if they don't like men or not. That don't mean a man didn't rape her. That don't mean a man wasn't sexist against her. That don't mean a man didn't do any other type of heinous act against her. It doesn't matter. So you know what I mean? So guys and girls, it's a people thing. I've said this before. It's not necessarily a man or woman thing. It's not necessarily a race thing when it comes to how people treat each other, because I've reached a point in my life where it's I'm not going to just allow you into my life or without getting to know you and who you are and seeing you for me first, because there's been plenty of people who were of my so-called race that has done the most damage to me. So why would I want you on my team just because we're of the same race? I don't want you on my team. I can't trust you. You damaged me for no reason, for whatever issues that you have, which I might understand why you have them, but that doesn't make it okay. And since it's not okay, I'm not going to keep allowing you to do it. You have to go. You have to get out of my space. You have to remove yourself from my circle. So don't let people, your friends, family, or whoever peer pressure you into accepting things that you're not comfortable with. If you sit there and tell them something is wrong and this happened to you, have a problem with it, and then they follow up with that happens to everyone. Oh, everybody in the world is that way. Oh, to me, that is a person you do not need in your circle because they're downplaying what you went through. I'm telling you something. I'm telling you that this person did this to me, you're going to be like, yeah, other people in other races do that. What they got to do with what I just told you, what happened to me? It has absolutely nothing to do with what I just told you just happened to me. Because to me, I'm going to translate that as you sitting here telling me I should be okay with it because it happens everywhere else. No, that is a narcissistic tendency that has been passed down unknowingly to other individuals to keep this repetitive cycle, keep this cycle to keep going. You want to stop it, you want to end it, put your foot down and say no. And know that when you sit there and put your foot down and say no, that you might be the only one standing there because everybody's damaged. And not that many people wake up, recognize the issue, and walk away from it. A lot of them just keep repeating the cycle. They keep doing the same thing to their children, which means you're teaching your children these bad behaviors that you learned from generational curses. So I'm going to end that there.